kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Lambeau. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. That's good.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They go play action with Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Every now and then I can speak from experience, because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes, because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked, either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Packers nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Packers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30.
Down. Clock. 10, 6, mega. Ready?
To throw now. Here's Love. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles will take over possession here up at the 44. So with that pick, Charles, I mean, now they score here. You feel like they're really in the catbird seat in the first quarter.
Yeah, they certainly are, but think about it from the other side. They came into this game thinking they've got to keep up with their opponents. And after being down a score, what's one way to get it done? Fire right back at them. They took the shot. Didn't pay off at all.
A gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This short throw caught by Goddard. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the Packers 29-yard line.
Barkley inside handoff. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Phil King. Great. Set.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Another try for Barkley. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Eagles 14, Packers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here, or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
That is caught. And he will work his way out of bounds here at the 25-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 55 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Number 11,
Going back to Love. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Okay,
Line of
right?
scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Ready.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
the 5-yard line.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts.
And a yard.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard.
Let's go now.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they call it a loss of a yard there. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Ready?
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
That's another Packers first down.
Shot.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now Love. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Light blue. 50 green.
Here's Love. And he's got it. And it's a Packers touchdown. Luke Musgrave from 4 yards out. And the Packers have got it back to within a score. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. coverage by the kick team, as we'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. Fourth down, straight ahead. They're going to try and throw. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Ready, set. Come on, cut.
Love now. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover. But I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go, set. 40, seal, black. Ready.
Love looking to throw it. This is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson as the first half is winding down. And the Packers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
McManus's point after is good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Hurts. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Throwing. Love. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. Still going inside the 20. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Romeo Doubs, 77 yards. And the Packers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Here's Hurts to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. Not liking the look, they'll change the play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. There'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
He'll try to do it himself. For a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that?
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Ready, break. Seal down. Cut.
Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josh Jacobs, 15 yards. And the Packers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
McManus's point after is good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete.
This back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. They'll drop to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to get this down inside of Green Bay's 15-yard line.
That's good.
3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
First down, Philadelphia.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there.
It's 4th down.
It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. How about this? They'll change it at the line. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Black shot. Hut.
Throwing to start the drive. Love. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 48-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
6. Set. Ready. Yellow. 43. Blue striker. Ready.
Looking to throw. Love. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Ready. 52 blue. 6. Mega. Hut.
Love looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Lee. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Slide blue. Spike white. Steel black. Drill green. Ready?
On 4th down, Love. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And that will force a turnover on downs. This is 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jahan Dotson, 60 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Packers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready up.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
Drill, 52.
Here's Love. Now he'll tuck this and run. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
All three timeouts still at their disposal. Here's first and 10 now.
Here we go. Opposite. Green. Set.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
At the Eagles' 39-yard line.
Love looking to throw it. That's going to be caught downfield by Reed. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Oh, what a time for a lapse defensively. That turns this game right on its ear. And now, forget about going fast. They might want to take the air out a little bit and force the defense to use some timeouts.
Jacobs will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. Here's first and 10. He'll look to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And that won't help much. Only a yard on first down. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Here comes second down. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
The Lambeau faithful making as much noise as they can. It's third down. Back to throw. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Packers pick it up. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.